Eureka. All of the trees are animals, and all of the animals are trees. Ah, hello everybody. It's been a while. Been pretty lengthy vacation. Magfest is in the books though, and we're back to our kind of regular schedule though. Actually, yeah, if you're, if you just watch Magic stuff, that's like, all right, cool, Magic stuff's back. But all the other stuff is actually ended, so there's a bunch of new things that are going to be starting this and next week. So please look forward to those. Monday, Thursday, and Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday all have new things that are going to be starting and be exciting. But today, this is not about those days. Today is about Tuesday. And Tuesday is about still having the vintage cube around. So I figure, hey, let's do some of that. Vintage Cube is going to be kind of carrying us into Theros, it looks like. It says ends on the 16th, so this will be kind of rolling up until we hit that point. So anyway, let's head over to where. Nice. Kenny playing well. But yeah, so we've been on vacation for a week. I'm sure uh, it's been it's been a while, so we haven't been doing anything since God. What was our last stream? I think Sekiro. Number of days back, and a couple odds and ends. Anyway, what we're here for is not the last cube, but another cube. New year, new cube. It's not. Someday we will have newer cubes. There seem to be new emotes. Yes, there are new emotes. I've added 2 new emotes for your enjoyment. Well, okay. I added 1 new emote for your enjoyment, and I added 1 new emote for my enjoyment. If that makes sense. Like, egg is a very universal sentiment, I think people feel. But Tales of Eternia is my game, and I love Quickie. And that was the only way I can get Quickie to fit in the small space for the emote. Just to have the little blocking Quickie there. But yeah, please enjoy your new emotes. Anyway, jumping right up into here, I see nothing immediately. So okay, nothing like on a must pick level of like a Soul Ring, Moxen, Time Walk, etc. Mind Twist. Well, Gaia's Cradle, Phyrexian Metamorph. Uh, I like Revelark, but we haven't actually been able to build a deck that makes Revelark work as of yet. Thousand Year Storm doesn't quite lock you into Storm. You can use it as like a control finisher, but Shelldock, just as we're playing blue. Flooded Strand, Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch's very strong. Hmm. I'm gonna roll with the Metamorph, actually. Not knowing what I'm gonna play, I'm gonna pick the Metamorph and see what happens. Metamorph is a blue card that's actually a colorless card. A lot of different options here. Ashiok, Duretti, Elspeth has kind of bigger impact. Venser always gets things done. Stoneforge with Sword of Feast and Famine right there is a little awkward, but picking it early is functional. Is it Signet is always a good card in the sense that like mana rocks do so much in this format, and we could have some sort of like artifact pile going. I like Venser. My gut is saying, hey, thank you for the sub, your crazy paw. Uh, my gut is saying Venser because it's the only blue card, and blue is a color that, you know, you end up a lot in Cube. Venser's underrated. Venser gets a lot of interaction done where, you know, we might not be able to in other ways. All right, my gut is telling me this is almost a free pick. I should have, if I didn't pick up the, Izzet Signet, that is. Dimir Signet is blue ramp, much like the other Signet is, but, I like being able to play cards higher on curve, quicker in a format where powerful cards exist. Is this still the power cube? Yes, this is still the vintage cube. We have, you know, very, very powerful things. This is 100% the vintage cube. You will be seeing Moxen. You will be seeing Power 9. You will be seeing old duels. You will be seeing things of that nature. Anyway, I like Dimir Signet. Treasure Cruise is cool. Pick up the Signet. Palinkron. Ooh, okay. I could pick up this Academy right now and see if that's playable with. This is a little early on the Academy, but the Academy goes around a lot, is what I find, because only one player wants it. Like, that's part of the, like, thing with Academy, is that it's really good for the player who wants it, and it's really bad outside of that. Other card in here I want would be the Palinkron. Tezzeret the Seeker obviously would be nice as well in a deck that is using the Academy. Let's go ahead and pick this up, see where it leads. Hopefully we can find some more things like Signet to work with it. This does not have much of anything in it for us. Relic of Progenitus doesn't really do much. It's just it's a rock if I really want to commit to a rock. Blast Zone is a removal. Recruiter grabs both creatures in my deck. Gifts exists. Damnation exists. Caracas sometimes does something and sometimes doesn't do anything. We have Venser, though. That's actually maybe more interesting than anything else anyone else has picked up. I like that because we have Venser. Maybe that's cool. Maybe it isn't. We'll see. Nothing going on here. We got a Kiki-Jiki. That's nifty. I like that Colonnade. I like that Control Magic. I like that Joraga Tree Speaker. A lot of show and tell stuff, you know, the makeshift mannequin show and tell, Ashen Rider hanging out here. I don't think we're Kiki-Jiki styled. Could pick up that Colonnade and be Colonnade styled. Control Magic ain't gonna be bad, though. For the most part. Colonnade's really powerful if we're blue-white. Let's just assume this. I don't know. This is tough. No more rocks. This is very notable. We had 3 picks at rocks. We could have picked up Izzet Signet over that Academy, and now we've just been seeing nothing on these. Might just literally pick up Wrath of God here. I want like exactly 1 copy of that effect. No more, no less. Baral is interesting, but we aren't heavily instant sorcery based at the Mo. Well, okay. And maybe the blue-white is something we can do. We have that. We have Wall of Omens. Wow, Splinter Twin and Friend in Pack 1. Dectalon, thank you for the sub. Please enjoy your Skull Slime and other new emotes. There's some new ones for you. Geist of St. Traft is aggressive. Are we aggressive? I don't know if we're aggressive at this moment. That doesn't function. That doesn't work the way you want it to work. No. you would have to have you would have to have a metamorph in play as a metamorph with no text, and that is a 0/0. You would need to have a way for that 0/0 to not be a 0/0, so some sort of Glorious Anthem style effect. I'm picking up Revelark because I think we found a deck where Revelark might function. And if we can play a deck that Revelark functions in, okay. We pass the sword. We feel bad about passing up the, Oh, you just play the land on the board. The land is is just sort of there. You pay 5, and then the land becomes the creature. Gideon, sure. Oh, the thinking emoji on top of that is really good. Okay. Recruiter looks nice. Yeah, so like Honor of the Peer, but not just for that. And Past in Flames. Okay. Put Terminus over here. I'll put Terminus in here for now. Blue got cut pretty heavily. We picked up 2 blue cards. Everything was gone. Picked up Academy, and we got our 2 artifacts. So we kind of had to shift. We don't actually know what we're doing at the moment. But right now, the artifact plan, the blue plan, does not look like. Oh, okay. Well, I can pick up Batterskull. Not feel bad about that at the moment. I can also pick up Fractured Identity. Ponder. Plow Under's way off base and is way too much of a like shift to be of any consideration in this pack, especially when we have high level considerations like immediate things like the Batterskull or even just Ponder to make this deck function, or Basalt Monolith. We don't need an X to dump into. I don't think we need an X for the Academy. We just need things that work with it. I'm gonna pick up the Batterskull here because I feel like we already have a nice, we have our Stoneforge to work with it. I want Fractured Identity coming back in this. That might be a little bit of a stretch though. We'll see. This would be the card I want out of here. It's a really good card. 5 mana, exile anything, and you make a token of it. Okay, Tide. Okay, our deck is looking very funky, and I don't know what our second color is. Blue does not seem like it's even functional in our deck at the moment with the cards we're seeing. No, it wasn't Plow Under. It was Stunted Growth. Oh, I just don't like this pack at all. Yeah. Brimaz is like a not. There isn't even like a color to shift to. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, could I shift off of blue? And the answer is not really. None of these cards are worth shifting into. Probably just pick up either Brimaz or Gideon and call it a day. Angel of Invention, Smuggler's Copter, Dismember. Both of those look fine. Really like the removal that Dismember has. I'm thinking here this Academy is just unplayable. So we need something else going on here. I'm okay with the Copter, though. The Copter can be piloted by some kind of generic junky creatures, and that'll be okay. Sun Titan has some things at the bottom of the curved recur. O-Ring. Some green, but not the greatest green. Thought Seize if I want to move. Like Sun Titan. Need more for this to work with. A fetch would be nice, but... Street Jim D, thank you very much for the sub. I'm gonna grab the Titan. I don't like the Terminus in here. If we end up being mono white, then Spectral Procession looks better. Neither of those blue cards speak in any way to what I'm doing. Deranged Hermit and Knight of Autumn recur well with Revelark. Maybe that's okay. When it says target player discards cards at random in your life, you like usually use a dice, or like for me, I like use a dice 1 through 6, roll it 1 through 5, 6 re-roll, roll it. Or they just shuffle up their hand and you choose 2 cards from the back so you don't see them. But you just choose them at random in some manner. Prismatic Vista. Or like Student of Warfare and admit what this deck is turning into, which is like mono white beatdown. Might want to admit what this deck is turning into. Vista's still playable in that because of the Sun Titan, though. Yeah, I think this deck is turning into something I didn't want it to be, but it is what it is. Figure of Destiny is much, much more. This is better than Student of Warfare in every single sense. Chain Lightning's real. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're a deck that gets to the mana for Elesh Norn. We might be a deck that Geddens. The problem with Spear of Heliod is that the second effect on Spear of Heliod basically does nothing. Okay, all these cards are back, but we've changed our opinions on what we want, so I think Leonin Relic Warder is way more important. We're now a much more aggressive deck that is probably just splashing blue. So having 2 drops and cards on curve, getting Brimaz here is fine on the wheel. Angels, okay, but probably not playable. I'm gonna grab that Thoughtseize in case we go that direction. Spectral on the wheel is nice to see. Then we'll probably get Condemn and then like, when it says leaves the battlefield, does that include bounce or just dying? It means any way. Bounce, exile, dying, any way that this card would leave the battlefield, it will trigger. Whereas like Leonin Relic Warder, actually no, where's another one that says a different? I don't think we have anything else that says any differently. Murderous Rider, sure, I don't care about that. Black is minorly playable if we had a way to splash that. Okay, I guess we're white aggro. Oh, this is a deck that, like, I always feel like is meh unless we have, like, some way of breaking it in half. Something like a Mox is always a good starter for something like this, because if you're a turn ahead, you feel a little better. Yeah, Mana Acceleration would make this deck, like, outrageously good. Below the cut is Reclamation Sage. Alright, Metalworker would be for the deck that we were trying to be when we were, like, Tolarian Academy stuff, but we didn't end up in that. Moat would be a good way to make every single creature in our deck fail to attack, except for, like, 2 of them. So, Moat's not really us. Cryptic Command, huh? Triple blue? Huh. It's simple. So here's the reason I'm probably going to pick Cryptic Command here. Uh, and this is, to me, this is actually quite simple. Brimaz, King of Oreskos, tabled as like the only white card in a pack. Silverwood Paladin will table, is how I feel. So we're going to try it, see if we can maybe get to the mana for it. Is there a term for when you generate temporary mana, or like rituals? Rituals are generally like, you know, when if you're using a Resto Angel, Sword to Plowshares, Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond is a way to get ahead on land. Swords is a way to have real removal. Resto Angel is one of my favorite creatures printed. Like, this was one of the best, like, white creatures I think they've printed in years, both sides. It's so good. Kind of want to pick that Mox Diamond. See if maybe just getting ahead on mana is worth it. I talked about how powerful that might be, and I feel like that might be what we're looking for. Monastery Mentor, some duels. Ancient Tomb, again, push ahead on mana, try to make things work a little better. What do we have that wants to be flickered? That's the reason I didn't pick it, is because we don't really have a ton. It would be like removing creatures from dying. Mentor's pretty real, but like, again, I like the idea of being able to push out some mana and be able to play cards when we normally wouldn't be able to. You know, we get to play something like not a ton that this pushes out, but like I guess it pushes out Sun Titan. Containment Priest, this is a 2 that I'm super on. Oh god, there's upheaval in this pack. That's not a combo that I care about. Verdant Squire, we didn't see any of the intervening pieces that would have made that possible. We saw very little of the draw. We saw some of the draw filter that would have, but none of the red pieces that would have made that real. Yeah, upheaval without like the pieces for it. Upheaval will be good in every deck. That is not a question. Like, the answer of is upheaval good is always yes. It's just like the answer, I think, is that if we're going to be an aggro deck, I need to be able to make creatures, and this is one that beats decks on lines that no other creatures can't beat. If a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it. So if Reanimator tries to play into this, they lose. If you know, things like that. Soulfire Grandmaster's cool. Adanto Vanguard's aggressive. Path to Exile's real removal. That seems sweet. It's that or like Adanto Vanguard just for attacking purposes. But Path is always going to be good. That'll replace our Condemn. Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer versus Council's Judgment. We did just pick up Path, and we already have Faith's Fetters. So I don't feel too much like Council's Judgment is necessary. I suppose no one's the channel deck. Somebody is. Like, somebody picked up the Noble Hierarch. Somebody picked up the Draga Tree Speaker. Somebody will be the channel deck. Council's Judgment is really cool for killing hexproof threats because you can vote and sidestep. I think I'm going to go with the Blade Splicer. I don't like our 3s. They're a little too heavy. Yo, Gideon 4, huh? Gideon 4. Yeah. Versus Sword of Body and Mind, that's tutorable. Gideon 4 versus Sword of Body and Mind. I'm getting one card back out of this pack. We have the tutor for the damn sword. That Gideon's so good, though. Even with Stoneforge, I think this is incorrect. I'm going to pick it, but I think the Gideon is actually the stronger card for us. Hero Blade Hold. That is perfect. We don't have any real 4s, and Hero is sort of the top-end threat that I want, rather than like Lyra Dawnbringer. Silverblade made it back around, as expected. So did Moat, but we're not a Moat deck. Resto Angel made it back around. And now we have its good friend. Sure. Danto Vanguard gives us another aggressive 2. And we're not really buying anything back. And then do we get our table on Gideon? There's no way. It's probably Fairgrounds, Warden, or Fire Arena. Fairgrounds Warden seems like the one that tables, though. Ah, Welder. Nobody's in the Welder deck. Okay. So I think my gut is telling me we probably just cut blue. We don't have enough fixing for that. And the deck feels like it's probably a little better without it. Still get to play Metamorph. Probably cut some of this top end. We're not a Wrath deck. We're not a Terminus deck. Like, we're a creature deck. Do I care about that Signet when it's super off color? Geist is the reason to play it on color. The problem is, like, we don't have the fixing to make that work as well. And, like, we have a Spectral Procession that wants us to be on 3. Funnily enough, an Ancient Tomb does not harm our Spectral Procession. Okay, cutting that. I want to cut some of this top end here. Lyra feels fine. Gideon, maybe? But keep the Batterskull as tutorable, and I'm going to keep the Revelark because Revelark brings back something like... What's the Revelark bringing back pile? It's like... this. Angel Invention does seem like it's more real. +1/+1 your team with a bunch of tokens. That is not half bad, especially when Spectral Procession exists. Give me back the CMC, please. 3. How do we feel about Geddon? Geddon's like the closer. You play that when you have any board presence and your opponent has none. And you just kind of go. If I'm cutting anything, I want to cut like something in the middle on like 3. 3 or 4. Oh, Metamorph's at 3 too. That's notable. Resto Angel's pretty sweet. Angel Invention. Yeah, we don't really have anything that breaks the game open. Geddon is a lot worse in Vintage Cube because a lot of people just have Moxes and things floating around. Moxes, Signets, you know, the works. Recruiter of the Guard is maybe cuttable. Has a lot of targets, but I think I'd just rather draw a more effective card than a 3-mana 1/1 that searches an effective card. We're okay drawing extra lands because we have like Copter to filter. We have things like Student and Figure to use lands, and even like top end that we might not need. So, Mox counts as a spell, actually. Because this Mox requires a land discard, I count it as a spell, not a land. So, yeah. All right, monoplanes.deck. Let's do this. It started out at very far away from monoplanes.deck. I see our first like 4 or 5 picks up top. Venser, Demir Signet, Tolarian Academy. I don't hate it. I don't like 5 lands, though. That's really... like, the reason I don't hate it is that it has a really good curve. The reason I don't like it is because, like, what do I do after I play my 2 and my 3? Answer is not much. If I draw into a 4 or 5, I can play it. If I draw into anything realistic, we can start rolling with that. It's okay. Born in the year 1989, Molson 89 is here with the Black Lotus to tell us. I think this is a hand I shouldn't keep, but will keep. Okay, my 2 is going to depend on what my opponent actually does here. If I feel like I need containment... Oh! Well, if I feel like I need the beatdown, then... Then we get Hero Blade Hold on 3. So, 2 or 3 colors. I don't exactly know how many. White, double blue. Coalition Relic. Okay, they have a lot of colors going on here. Whoa! Oh god, what is happening? So I am just going to play out Figure here. And I'm going to Flashing Containment Priest if things look like they're needed. Okay, no counter on the Relic. So they've got 5 mana here. And Flashing Containment Priest if they go to, like, cheat in a creature. If they go for a full Wrath, a Danto Vanguard can sidestep it. Basically, they lose the game if I turn Hero of Bladehold sideways. Yeah, okay. What is this? What is this? What is all this? Oh my god, Flat Egg. Help. Okay, I don't know what all that was. Not really sure what to do there. Kill them faster? Kill them faster might be more along the plans of what we need. Thinking Egg, Small Egg. I think Thinking Quickie is the coolest one. I think that fits the most. Maybe we just get sort of Body and Mind down and our opponent disappears or something like that. I don't know. that worked out well. So we want an on-curve aggressive start is what I'm seeing, and I don't think much else we can do to. So Quickie is a character from Tales of Eternia. It's the little friend that Merity has to attack with. Merity uses a whistle as her weapon, and then commands Quickie to do things, and Quickie goes and beats up the enemies. So it's just a character from my favorite video game. That's why it's there. Let's submit this and roll. I'm gonna keep this because we're on the draw. Third land makes it fine. I honestly think the Sun Titan wants to come out in this matchup now that I look at it. Because like Sun Titan costs like way too much. It's probably just better as like just something more board advancing. I don't know. Opponent's greedy. Geddon's already in the deck. That was not put out. So if we draw that, that'll feel good. Okay, they're gonna fast bond. Okay. I'm sorry, you're on a mold on a mold of what? A mulligan to who? Alright, mulligan to 5. Alright, let's get this Adanto Vanguard down. Why did they keep fast bonding in the 5-card hand? I don't know. Maybe they have a combo we don't know about. Play sword, play pass. We don't care about, like, if they have an infinite life combo. We have Sword of Body and Mind and a way to recur Sword of Body and Mind. We'll just win through that if they have some sort of weird infinite like that. Infinite land destruction would be annoying, but, like, we just attack through that at this point. Alright, let's find out what our opponent's doing. Here's a sword of their colors. Alright, give me your secrets. Kozilek, Palancron, Spellseeker, Dark Ritual, Gataxian Probe, okay. Four cards in hand. We've got 7 power on the board. Our opponent's at 12. So there are 5 colors. We saw Taiga and we saw Collect the Courtyard. A good channel here. So like Channel Kozilek would be a play. We have Faith's Fetters, so I don't feel bad about, like, I don't think whatever they channel into here matters because we can just Fetters it and pass. It's a good play. Yeah, that's win the match. Okay, so they had a lot of like different, like you take a look at this in a vacuum. It's like Fast Bond, Channel, Dark Writ, Palancron, Kozilek. So like I see the texture of their deck. It's like rampant unfair things, right? Like, Channel Kozilek is a really good plan. But like there's a lot, like, what's the Dark Writ doing in here? How are you casting that? Like they had a collected courtyard in the last match? Like, anyway. Dug too greedily. They must have some combo with that fast bomb, like a, strip mine. God. Oh no, Kenny, no! No! Would you like to play first? Yes. Oh god, this is a funky. This is okay. All right, I'm gonna try it. I can cast everything in my hand. This is a really good hand if Containment Priest is good. It's a very bad hand if Containment Priest is bad. If we draw into one of our 2 mana accelerants, the hand looks really sweet. See, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and was not cast. Okay. So, like, Reanimator, Through the Breach, things like that. Skull Clamp. Bernard, thank you for the sub. You're Cuban. You're playing a very fair deck. That's just what we have today, is a fair deck. It's got strong individual cards. So it's funny, one of the things we were talking about earlier today is kind of like the power level of white as of current. And one thing that, like, I look at in here as far as creatures go in the cube, a very large chunk of the most scary ones come from the Scars Innistrad era. Mox Diamond, discarding Mishra's Workshop. Oh boy! Big mana, big prizes. They can make 6 mana right here, right now. Garruk Wildspeak. Okay. Yep, untap some lands. But, like, a lot of the most powerful white threats you can possibly have are all from the same era. Orb, huh? Shit. Okay. So, they're near tapped out. I think I still need to answer Garruk, right? Like, I can either play Hero of Bladehold or I can play Faith's Fetters, right? Those are our 2 options. Poof. So I could attack Garruk to 2. I think we have to Faith's Fetters Garruk. If we don't, then the Winter Orb, like, setup is just going to mean we're doing nothing and they're infinite. Do I... Yeah. And then I'm going to ignore the Garruk with these attacks. The reason I'm ignoring Garruk is that this style of deck is something that I actually would fear would have some sort of recursion. But the Naturalize is just as likely. Ugh. Like, E-Witness versus Acidic Slime, you know? What's more likely? MC Subtle, thank you for the sub. It's Hermit. They're not paying for that Hermit. They're just getting 4/1/1s. But, you know, they're a player who controls Skull Clamp. So at the end of the day, do they care? No. Yikes. All right, pass it back. The Skull Clamp is going to kill us here. Like, we have them on one card, which would be like, we can finally outcard, like, you know, play things out well here. But the Skull Clamp is going to draw them like 6 immediately. And that's just going to put them on a full grip. So Skull Clamp a squirrel. They draw 2. Pain costs. Skull Clamp a squirrel. They draw 2. Do you want to Skull Clamp some more squirrels? It's pretty good. If I draw a land here, we'll be able to play a threat. Birds, which is more mana on creatures, which lets them play through their orb better. What am I looking for with this? I think this game is over. Yeah. I don't disagree with you there. They trade their 2 squirrels here. I think that's a mistake. Do we have any artifact removal? Yes, we do. We have a couple things that can remove Winter Orb. The main one that I would like to draw would be Leonin Relic Warder. I threw away the Containment Priest there to get their Skull Clamp fodder off the table. Problem is, like, maybe this matters, but, like, I need to... I think Hero of Bladehold is how we win, is we just play Hero unanswered. That's how I think we win this game. We play Hero, they can't do anything, game ends, you know? Hey, Amazing Kelly. We are in match 2. Our opponent is green, maybe blue. We've seen some blue, but green-based ramp and Winter Orb has been the defining feature of this one. They wanted my Containment Priest off the table for a real reason. Okay. Tinker Colossus? Okay, so this card was affecting them. Good to know. Problem is, again, like, draw 4 off of their squirrels is just as bad. Ugh. So good to know. Good to know that for future matchups that, like, maybe we do need to protect this better. What do they want? Do they have a Blightsteel? Just a Wormcoil. And an Emry. You know. Chalice. Oh, Lotus. So Emry can tap to play Lotus, huh? I'm starting to think our decks aren't on the same level. Do I need to know any more about this? I'm trying to think if I can possibly win with a Hero of Bladehold. Yeah, this is the level of power I Lotus off of Emery. This is a lot. And again, Geddon isn't good against an opponent like this because, like, Mox Diamond, Everflowing Chalice, Yurgari Signet. Yep, they're just going to go ahead and, I don't know, play their Black Lotus for free. Sure. You get a Lotus. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Stoneforge into Batterskull is only that level against a deck that is like a normal deck, though. I don't I don't know if there's any reason you'd want to purchase a Lotus. Are you planning on playing Vintage? Hey, how you doing? My name's Sundering Titan. I gotta draw Path to Exile off the top. Anything with Path to Exile, we lose. Let's move on. See, now you're just being misleading for no reason. Huh. How do we beat something like that? Flying, evasion, speed. So Ancient Tomb and Mox Diamond are our big ones. I don't think Geddon does garbage in this matchup because, like, what do they need their lands for? They blew up 2 of their own lands to blow up 1 of mine. Like, who needs this? Sun Titan's too slow. Angel, maybe Dimir Signet as an artifact source. Yeah, Dimir Signet as an artifact source. All right. I don't think splashing for Geist is enough. Lyra Dawnbringer is another card I'm thinking of that might be worthwhile. Hero's really good here. Metamorph's very good here for, again, they're like Titan plays. I don't think our deck matches up very well against them. One of the things we need to be able to fight a deck like this is early interaction. So things like Lightning Bolt and things like Shatter to stop their early meta creatures or their early artifacts. We have neither. I'm gonna try this off the back of Copter and Brimaz being a pretty quick clock. Okay, that kept. It's fine. Inadork. Lotus on the start. Okay. Garrett con 1. Oh, this game's over. Huh. Interesting. Why'd you even play the land? Yep. That sure is a Kozilek on turn 1. You're still paying mana. Stop it. All right. All right, good game, everybody. Yeah, that's that's a beating. And then we just we play land 1 mana 1/1 go. Sweet. But yeah, so when I talk about being a fair deck in an unfair deck world, I think that's the exact sort of thing I want to talk about. We are the ones who put ourselves in this situation with the draft we chose. Like that's the vintage cube. We're the ones who shouldn't be drafting this pile. Wow, this really sucked. No, I'm not keeping the 5-lander in this. Okay, I will keep this. I'm gonna keep... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Silverblade here. Because I like the curve. Okay, black-blue. I'm gonna hold the Relic Warder because there's a lot of good targets in this format. Eldrazi are all legend. The 3 Eldrazi Titans are all legendary, yes. So we're gonna go wide here. And they should probably end step. Okay, end step, go for the throat. So here's a cool thing we're doing. We're gonna play Karakas. We're gonna play Gideon. Hey Luke, yes, we are mono white. If you'd like to see what does happen when you're playing mono white, there's a clip just above you that I think sums it up way better than anything else could. Okay, there's a Mox. There's something for our Relic Warder to target. Demonic Tutor. Oh boy, grab anything. I mean, we're attacking our opponent down to near lethal here, right? Like, I'm about to kill them. D-Tutor, and then a white and a black for... What do you got here? Kill spell on Gideon? Collective Brutality, discarding... Oh, God, discarding 2. Ooh, oh boy, you're Reanimator, huh? All right, no, I get you. I see what you're doing. So, -2/-2, drain for 2, and then look at our hand, discard and answer sorcery. There's nothing really to discard, but I'd love to draw our Containment Priest right about now. Okay, well, we're gonna at least Relic Warder. Put on 7, 2 cards left in hand, probably 1 reanimate spell, and because like the reason I say they have reanimate spells, they discarded Grave Titan. You just use it, right? Like it's a Grave Titan. Exhume. Sure, I'll take Figure of Destiny back. Thank you. They're gonna get Ashen Rider, probably exile Gideon. Yep, exiling Gideon. This is not a legendary creature, it's just an Archon. They're at 7. Pack Rat, sure. So yes, turn 1 Dark Rit, Entomb, and any reanimate spell is in the plan. Either Exhume, Animate Dead, or Reanimate. All of those. Could you bounce Gideon to save him there? Target legendary creature. Gideon is only a creature on your own turn. So no. You're a blade hold, huh? Okay. What are my attacks looking like here? I think it's like play hero, pass, and then if they don't, like, then from there we just kind of roll up from them. Do you want to throw away the copper for a single loot? No, I'd rather have it for a better... If I did that, I'd attack all out, right? And if I attack all out, what am I attacking for? I'm attacking for... near lethal, actually. That might just be worth doing. Right? Like, turn a spirit into Copter, attack with Copter, Spirit, Relic, Warder, Figure. They have to either block Copter or Figure, and then they take a huge amount of damage. I'm going to crew it with a Spirit instead of crewing with Hero Bladehold because I want to be able to either like use Figure for a lethal threat or play Hero Bladehold. So... okay, we loot away a planes. If it's path, we win on the spot. So we can path away Ashen Rider and kill them. Nice. Okay, so Pumping Figure doesn't do anything. They take 3, lose their Pack Rat. Ashen Rider kills this. Post-combat, we play Hero Bladehold because it's the most damage. Pass the turn. Even if they play Grave Titan, I think we win going around it. Alright, we win going around it. Alright, so Reanimator. Reanimator with control elements. Go for the throat, removal spells around there. So we want, might want that Condemn, might want, I don't think I want Sun Titan in this matchup. That's way too late. That Condemn might come down too late to do anything, but... I don't know. Again, alternately, I put in that Dimir Signet and try to ramp up to things a little more. Turn 3 hero, etc. Lyra Dawnbringer is a possibility. Again, that's a 5. I'm bringing the Condemn, call it good. Wow, 4 drops. That's a really good way to lose. Okay, no, I'll keep. Yeah, no. That sword's a little awkward here, but... This gets the job done very quickly. Alright, how broken is our opponent's deck? Do they have like a Dark Writ to start things off? Okay, Duress makes our hands so much worse. Duress kind of kicks us right out of like doing anything really unfair. We lose our Sword of Body and Mind or our Mox. Okay. Okay, so we are on a mulligan that is a lot of land, but Figure of Destiny is one of the best cards to have in that situation. You know, if you want one creature, it's Figure, right? Okay, D-Tutor means they're going to be comboing pretty quickly here. You know, their reanimation, their whatever is going to be happening very, very soon. We get to attack with 4 for with Figure for 4 on turn 2, which sounds very good if we had a follow-up to that. Unless they just tutored Go for the throat. Good. Seeming a lot less likely now. What do we got here? Dark Writ in 2. Knights, what is happening? What is happening? Ah, Liliana Edict me. Sure, that knocks me right out. Okay, we need to draw into a something to put on board right about now. Sadly, we're not seeing anything like that. 5 cards in hand. This is where they're going to go for a discard. They're going to put a reanimation target in the grave. We're going to put a Plains in the grave. Yep, there's a reanimation target in the grave. And then are they just going to animate dead? Necromancy. Nope, just play Pack Rat. Pack Rat can kill me just as fast as any other plan. Alright, yep, Yep. It's fine. Mono black, basically. We saw blue on something, but this is effectively mono black Reanimator. Yep, each player discards, that's fine. You've got 3 cards left in hand after this discard. They're just gonna Pack Rat me out, probably. I don't think I'd need to do anything but Pack Rat me out. Inquisition. Just Pack Rat me out, yep. Create a token that is a copy of Pack Rat. So we can play anything we draw, because we got rid of our Sun Titan. Plains is something we could play if we draw, that's good. No, we're not really getting anywhere with this. More Pack Rats, more Pack Rats, more Pack Rats. Yep, they're going to keep plussing Liliana because they don't care about this card and just want to be able to Edict. They can only make 1 rat a turn, so it doesn't really matter. You know, that's a pretty good draw if I had cards in the grave. So it's going to force Liliana to Edict, probably. No, I'm just dead. It's irrelevant what happens here. Three of the... Ah, Chupacabra! Yeah! Chupacabra's here, okay. Give me that figure back. Okay. So yeah, they go ahead and attack me for 9. I go to 3, and then we lose from this position. Okay. Not playing the Batterskull, they can edict it. Alright, on to game 3. What is good? What is not? Edict things. So what does them having edicts tell us? Do I really care about things like Recruiter? Or do I just go ahead and... Wrathgood, no. Absolutely not. Wrath would be an overreaction to that game too, because we should be the one on the front foot. And if there's ever a situation where we're casting Wrath, I feel like we're losing the game. Like, because all it would be doing is getting us to neutral against an opponent who we should never be in a situation where we need to do that against. Like, that's at least my thought process. The Geddon? No, the Geddon's fine. Well, it's not even just that Wrath of God doesn't kill Liliana. It's like, if I have to Wrath of God, like, Ashen Rider, like, I'm the one who gets set back on that. If I have to Wrath of God their pickup thing. I think we just roll with it as is and hope we can get an aggressive start. We might have to mulligan into that aggressive start. I like Fate's Fetters. I like Path of Exile and Condemn. This looks sweet. This looks like a really good aggressive start. Phyrexian Metamorph is here as a very, very good answer to their Reanimate. Stoneforge can get us a Batterskull very quickly. Yeah. A+. Very little more I could ask for in a hand like this. Okay, Thoughtseizer Inquisition's probably the best they've got. Both of those miss on Metamorph, make our Stoneforge look bad. Sucks. So that actually cuts out our best 2-drop and most of our aggression, which sucks. Yeah, not really a lot I can do from this point. Yeah, that Inquisition just cut us off on our legs there. Not great. Gonna play Silverblade on 3. No reason to use Ancient Tom here. Because I can't leave up Path to Exile. If they have to eat a Silverblade, that's okay. If they have to go for the throat, it's like, okay, they're just going to keep, like, 1-for-1 removaling on us, which turns out in this hand is really good because our hand sucks. Okay. I'm just gonna Fate's Fetters that. You don't get to do that. I want to draw Revel Arc right now. I'm not hurting on Bladesplacer. That's a fine one. That's 2 bodies. Play Ancient Tom. 2 bodies means Edict is not good. They're gonna cast Titan. Cast Titan. Cast Titan. We beat Titan if they cast Titan right here. Hard cast Titan. That's not Titan. Ugh, that's not Titan at all. No. Damn it. Mill 2 Swamps, put a 2-2 into play, sure. Damn. Really wanted that to be Titan. Reanimate targeting my Silverblade Paladin. What the hell is this? Okay. Oh, there's some discard fodder for later. I think I need to path, Silverblade. How do I kill Liliana? The only thing Metamorph has for a target right now is like another Blade Splicer, and like maybe the thing is I want Liliana to like pick up something from the grave and then grab it. You know, like they're just waiting for you to blow Metamorph on a medium creature at 100%. Same with the path, honestly. They 100% we know if Metamorph, it was in her hand with the Inquisition of Kozilek. That was in her opener. They absolutely positively know. Dark Necromancy on the mill. What are we on? Not good mono white. No. How was the stream? Oh, thank you for the sub. No. If they -7 Liliana, that would be really sweet. Yeah, we're on a garbage fair deck, basically. Okay, so they Wrath next turn with Liliana. We lose everything, so... Well, I'm just gonna hold these 3 cards to make it look like we've got something when our hand is just nothing. Oh! Help! So there goes our last answer. They can reanimate without any, interesting things. So they have Ashen Rider and Grave Titan as their reanimator targets in this deck. The problem is they've built away their reanimate and their necromancy. If I can draw into Revel Arc, is the card I want to top deck right now. Choop, sure. Then plus Liliana, milling away 2 more cards. There's Detutor Swamp. I want to know what their splash was. Again, Reveillark's the only card I care about at this point in the game. This is good because he kills Liliana. It's a little too late, though. His opponent already has 8 toughness, 8 power in play, and is killing us in 2 turns. Yep, Liliana milling Duress Ashen Rider. Now Ashen Rider is a legal reanimate target for them. They'll probably immediately pick that up. Four cards in hand. And Reveillark is one of the only cards I see in our deck that's any good because it would like draw into. It would get a Stoneforge Metamorph on death, and then like that'd be really sick. Because we'd be able to just immediately go ahead and grab our Batterskull, start Batterskulling. Collective Brutality, discarding Swamp to drain 2 and kill 1 more tokens. Okay, we got a 6. And we are dead next turn to... No! No, there are 12 cards in deck! No! No, that's not real. So we're at 6, we get 2 blockers, we die. Take the Steel Wind, Grave Titan, Rotting Regisaur. We get our token. Pass the turn, 2 cards left in deck. They kill us with this board. One card left in deck. All we needed was one more Liliana. I mean, all-out attack kills us, you know. Return Ashen Rider. Yep. Get rid of one of my blockers so that I can't win with the Path Exile. And then kill us from here. This is game 3, match 3. This is the end of the draft, Gnome. We are just finished up. We did get a match with, like, shitty mono white, but that was all we got. Our deck just didn't come together. We first picked Metamorph, Venser, Dimir Signet, Academy, and then things turned very poor from there. This deck is at least, like, okay. Problem is, if we're trying to be aggressive, we don't have enough, like, aggressive lines, and we don't have enough disruption, as we noticed. Like, our round 2 opponent is probably the best example of not having enough disruption for their game 2, for the game 1 game plan. Their game 2 game plan, no... I don't know what beats that. I'm not, Channel Kozilek, Sundering Titan, go. Sorry, Lotus Channel, Sundering Titan. But its lines aren't strong enough. Geddon is not powerful in this format, and I just don't like depending on it. Getting down, we did have our first round match. We did play a turn 3. What's its name? Hero Blade hold off of that Ancient Tomb, and that did definitely do some stuff. Anyway, no, that's all I plan on doing tonight. I just want to get one draft in, mostly to say hello. Streaming is back. We've got a lot of new projects coming up. They might be starting this week. They might be starting next week. For some of them, but new projects are starting. 7 Central, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday project, Gnome and I are going to be playing through the Halo campaigns. It's a return of co-op shootsmans. So that'll be on Thursdays. Wednesday, me and Luke have some new stuff cooking up for you. Those that'll be starting tomorrow, hopefully. I think we might be doing something just like a quick like a one-off tomorrow, and then something new next week. But we're not sure on that. And then Monday next week, me and Kaz have a new thing. Yeah, shrug. Exactly, Luke. Shrug. So anyway, thank you all for joining. Hope you all had fun. Please enjoy the new emotes. There's two new ones. Yeah, and that's about it. So thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.